It's Captain here. We're currently sitting here in Ginnie Springs. Local time now, 9:03 a.m. in the morning on Wednesday, May 26th. So, we just got here, and if anyone's wondering why the boat is all wet and why I'm all wet, well, I've already crashed. Only I could be skilled enough to crash without even going anywhere. So I was parked like this, loading up the rear end. I don't know if you can see that. Apparently this is the boat ramp here, which seems kind of steep, but yeah. So what happened was I tried to go down those stairs and kind of jump in here, which, as you can see, did not work out very well. So let's get out of here. If I can figure out how to detach myself. Watch, I'm gonna flip doing this. Alright. We're off. Let's start by exploring inside the springs. And we'll make our way out. Also, if anyone saw the previous video, I do apologize for the wonky camera angle in that video. Unbeknownst to me, after I slammed my head into the tree, the camera shifted. Because with the camera attached to my head, I really have no way of knowing which way it's actually facing. So there's a tree that appears to have fallen. So I do want to try to see if I can get a camera mounted to the front end. Well, maybe not all the way to the front, but maybe somewhere like over there where I can reach it, so I can like turn the thing on. But right now I'm just not properly equipped to really do that. I did purchase a kit that had 48 pieces, and none of the components that came with it were capable of doing what it was I was trying to do. I had actually purchased, actually you can see once we get out here the river goes from clear to not so clear. Alright, as I was saying before, I did purchase a clamp that I was going to try to clamp to the side of the boat. it was promptly returned. And when I say promptly, I mean it's probably the fastest time something was purchased and then subsequently returned. So I actually returned the clamp 6 minutes after I bought it. Now, why did I do that? Well, it just so happened that the day I shot the previous video, after I was done, I proceeded to, oh look, some fish. Well, I can see them, I don't know if you can. I guess I'll see when I get home and see the video, but the same day I shot the previous video, I proceeded to go to Best Buy afterwards to see if I could get a hold of some equipment to do what it was I was trying to do, which is why I bought the clamp. Well, seeing as I already had the boat with me, I tested it out right in the parking lot. It didn't work. So there's 2 handles on the side of the boat. The problem is that given the location of the handles, which would have been the best place to put the clamp without, you know, risking it falling off, I was also risking the paddle hitting it, so which wouldn't have been any good. And then anywhere else on the side of the boat, it was just the edge was too narrow, which made it not a viable option to really clamp it on. I mean, it held, but it was also too risky. Like, it could have very easily been knocked off because it was that close to the edge. So I'll figure something out, but it's not gonna happen till next time I come back. Just for those of you who don't know already and haven't seen my videos before, I drive a truck for a living. Also, if anything seems off in the video, I am still learning how to use this camera, because it's not the standard camera that I normally use. Because I bought a GoPro just for this reason. I was not going to take the chance of the other camera getting wet, because it's not exactly waterproof. You can see the water is quite clear here. So the river is wide enough here that in theory I should not really run the risk of slamming my head into something. In theory. But then again, in my experience, what should happen, what actually happens, tend to be 2 completely different things. continue up the river in a little bit, but for now we'll go in here. Stairs are there primarily for people who are diving. They just walk down and go in. People can also dive here, so. Right now it's very early in the morning, so there's not like too many people, but looks like there's one person diving already, so. Alright, 2 people diving. Alright, so there's a cave down there. I obviously am not going to go down there because if I tried, I would drown. I'm not exactly equipped to do stuff like that. But I also can't swim. When I last went swimming in 2013, I almost drowned. And prior to that, the last time I actually went swimming when I was still able to was 2004. So, talking a span of 8 years and 17 years. Alright. Back out onto the open waters. So we are out on the Santa Fe River here in Florida. I'm actually still fairly new to this whole boating thing. I just bought this thing back in January, so one of my best friends actually got me into it. So here we are. not that deep here. So my paddle's actually hitting the rocks. I could literally get out and stand in the river if I really wanted to. I'm not going to do that because I don't know what's in the water. Well, in the sense that I don't know if there's something sharp down there that would cause me to, like, bleed. Which would be not good. Alright. I guess this is a starting point for snow tubing. Or snow tubing. Or just further up, I don't remember. I've only been here one other time. Oh good, my first aid kit is still over there. I was not sure. Because when I crashed, I actually flipped over to the left side and stuff fell in the water. Including this giant bottle of water, which luckily was tied to the boat, so all I had to do was fish it out. Otherwise that would have been a complete disaster. I think we just passed an alligator. That is definitely an alligator. That's one way to start, I guess. Last month when I was going up the Rock Springs river, I looked off to my right and I was wondering why this tree stump was moving. I looked closer, it was a freaking alligator. I was literally 2 feet away from the alligator. Like I could have bopped it and had to paddle, that's how close I was. I totally missed. Alright, you know what? We'll just do it this way. Okay, that was a fail. That was also a fail. Alright. Plan C. Nope, that's not gonna work. Alright. Please do not fall down. Can squirrels swim? Alright. That's close enough. So here we are. Yes, I am in fact attached to this tree. So, who wants to go for a little swim? Well, have fun. Yeah. Alright, so we made it to, I think this is Poe Springs State Park. The big question is, how are we going to get off this thing? It's going to be interesting. Leg cramp. It's not good. Alright, we're off. We're off. Yeah, I'm gonna need that back. Alright, so the local time now is 12:01 p.m. in the afternoon, and we're kind of stopped here in Post Springs, so now it's kind of lunchtime. Here we go. And my food's kind of wet. This is gonna be fun. Soggy McGriddles don't taste very good. Oh, there was my lunch. Now comes the tricky part. I need to wash my hands. Okay, they're washed. This current is something else, let me tell you. I've been stuck in that spot for the last, I don't know, 5 minutes. Seems like the only way I can even get up this part, and this is seriously a calculated risk, but great. Just what I needed. Yep, this is a terrible idea. Alright. Maybe I can get past this part. Potentially. Alright. I'll figure something out. Alright, so we're kind of stopped here now. Current time is 12:45 p.m. in the afternoon. And we are right now here. Don't really know where this is, but this is about as far as we're going to go today. Because we do have to start making our way back given how long we've been out here. So we'll see you on the return.